Today I'm going to show you my attempt at painting the Super Mutant Hounds from Fallout Wasteland Warfare, right after this. Hey everyone, Sam here from the Tabletop Hub, your one-stop shop for all things tabletop, and today we are back for another painting guide. Now if you're new to the channel, my attempt at painting is a painting series for the amateur and beginner painter out there. I'm still a fledgling painter myself, but hopefully by watching these videos, it will help you progress on your journey. The way I like to see it is that if I can do this, so can you. So today we're making a start on the Fallout Wasteland Warfare 2-player starter set with the Super Mutant Hounds, and I wanted to come up with a really simple, really easy to do yet effective paint scheme. Today we're only using about 5 paints and 2 washes, and you should be able to achieve a look very similar to mine in only a matter of hours. So let's get stuck in. So after priming my miniatures, I used some Army Painter's Army Green, added a little bit of water just to thin it down a little on my wet palette, and painted the entire body of the Hound. Now don't worry if you need to give the miniature another coat or two of the Army Green in order to cover it evenly. It's always better to add a few even coats for a nice smooth finish than paint onto the miniature with paint straight out of the dropper, as it can leave your miniature with a thick, gloopy looking finish. Once this was done, I got some Vallejo's Bone White, but really any off-white paint here would work, just like Army Painter's Skeleton Bone for example, and I painted the Hound's teeth. For the gums and the skin on the interior of the Hound's mouth, I mixed 1 drop of Army Painter's Munster Brown with 1 drop of Army Painter's Crusted Sour, which gave me the colour I was looking for. If you want to go one step further, I'd actually recommend using this mixture to paint the veins or some deep recesses on the Hound's skin. If you look at some imagery of the irradiated puppers from the game, you'll notice some discoloration on the skin in the deep recesses, and this colour works really well for that. Next, I gave the Hound a wash with Citadel's Agrax Earthshade, and this is where it really starts to come together. Now, don't worry if the skin doesn't look dark enough or dirty enough after this first coating, we'll come back to it in a second. After the first wash layer had dried, I took some Army Green, added some matte white, and added a few highlights to the Hound, especially around the face where I wanted the player's eye to catch. I didn't highlight extensively, as honestly I didn't think it needed much, and I'm also not a massive highlighter kind of guy, but some subtle highlights work really well here. Next, I went back and added another layer of Agrax Earthshade to the miniature, and once that dried, it was onto the base. Now I couldn't tell if the base was on roughed cement, gravel or dirt, so I gave it a coating of Vallejo's Stonewall Grey, and I accented this with Army Painter's Dungeon Grey on the bits of the base that looked like broken slabs or pavestones. I equally wanted to experiment a bit more with basing with these miniatures. I haven't added much to the bases in any of my other painting guides aside from Mud in the Tub, so this time around I added a little bit of Vallejo's Mud in the Tub, or more accurately their Brown Earth Diorama Effect texture paint, and then took some Summer Undergrowth from Army Painter and tastefully added it to the mud with some superglue. I gave the entire base a quick wash with Agrax Earthshade and finished off the miniatures with a layer of anti-shine from Army Painter just to seal it all in. And folks, that is it. That is how I painted the Super Mutant Hounds from Fallout Wasteland Warfare. This is a really simple way to paint your Super Mutant Hounds, but hopefully you'll agree that it looks pretty cool and pretty effectively captures the look of the characters. Now I'm going to be bringing you an updated version of my Super Mutant painting guide next, and I'll be using very similar paint schemes for the flesh tones there, but if you want to be kept up to date on when my new videos go live, why not hit the subscribe button down below. Equally, let me know what you're painting right now down in the comments. I'd love to know what you're all working on, but until next time folks, thanks for watching and have a great week.